Make sure you tune in to the Philosophy Show, where all you have to do is pay full attention and you just might learn something. Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time on Culture Shock Radio, Cuzzo FM, Tar Music, and the Tattoo Shop Radio. Remember, it still takes a village. We are Village Global Network.
Well, we've sure got big ass problems.
Yup. Can you believe these big ass prices?
Doesn't bother me. I got a big ass secret.
What's your big ass secret?
Every time I fill up, I add this little gas pill and I get big ass savings.
You get big ass savings just from using that little pill.
Even with that big ass truck?
Even with that big ass truck. And when I help other people get big ass savings, I make big ass money.
So you get big ass money helping people get big ass savings with that little gas pill.
You got a big ass tank?
Honey, do I have a big ass tank?
Oh, yep, you do. You definitely have a big ass tank.
Yeah, I do.
Look, this is what I got paid last week.
Wow, that is big ass money.
We're planning a vacation with our big ass savings and that big ass money.
We could use some big ass savings.
And some big ass money.
Junior high was a star. In high school in the mix. After a cap and gown, referred to y'all as the shit. Worked to get once or twice. Got hit by that forklift. Left me crippled for life with a pill habit. Shit. Still thanking the Lord. Could have been a pot to piss. With no window. With no window. Pan rapper, trapper, cab driver committed. Sins is fuck. Eons from Blake Pippen. Sean was the homie. Football WKU. Tess is skinny, heard the flow when they already knew. West Bowling Green. Let me see my hood debut. What? Nigga, if you pop one, I pop two. When you home. You won't make it. They can tell, yeah, they can tell. When you on, when you on, they can tell. They can tell. When you on, when you on, when you on, they can tell. They can tell. When you on, they can tell. When you on, when you on, when you on, they can tell. When you on. Everybody wanna fuck. Who you looking for? Was the bouncer that low? Or you simply what's up? Look at it how you wanna look at it. If at all sometime. Sorry, son of a bitch, just jaws of the mind. Scars on flesh is proof. Every day ain't sunny. Would be, could be, never made honey. Talking shop at my shop, burning pot at my spot. Praying for lost souls, and they shot at the top. Strong-handed bartender, weak men under arrest. Standing there in hell, can't live nor deal with they sin. Can't preach to a choir, won't thief to a choir. Looking like a ball of certainty, silhouette of fire. When you want, when you want it. They can tell, they can tell. When you want, when you want, they can tell. When you want, when you want, they can tell, they can tell. When you want, when you want, they can tell. When your haters done hated, the suckers done suckered. Hey, fuck 'em. Let's get back to hustling. The haters done hated, the suckers done suckered. Hey, fuck 'em. Let's get back to hustling. The haters done hated, the suckers done suckered. Fuck 'em. Let's get back to hustling. The haters done hated, the suckers done suckered. Fuck 'em. Let's get back to hustling. Yeah. When you own, they can tell. I ain't never seen a tiger and he had to tell me. Let that sink in. Anyway, it's 20 past 4 somewhere. 5 feet out.
Y'all know what the fuck it is. It's 2 p.m. here in the Lou, and welcome to the Philosophy Show. I hope y'all ready to open up your minds and ready to talk philosophies. Yeah, I was, yeah. It's that type of day today. Hope y'all ready to talk philosophy. We the council. And I'm Tweezy, the motherfucking Don. What up? I'm waiting on my people to come in, but you know what? I wanted to go ahead and start off today with a new segment that I'm going to have to start off the day, start off the Philosophy Show with, and it is called This Week Lesson. And when I say this week's, because I had somebody say that it's only 5 days in a week, then 2 days is the weekend. I told them that the weekend is part of the week. So I don't think we should have to argue about that. So I am including the weekend. And the week lesson that I've learned was men are emotional.
What the fuck is that?
Because for so long, I don't know, I guess from the beginning of the ages of human history, it was always said that women carry most of the emotional side and the men were more logical. And for a while, I can't say I believed it, but I guess I've just accepted that notion, kind of, per se, because I know I've been around a lot of critical thinking women, so can't say that I could say that it's true. I just, you hear it so long, it's just like, okay. But the older I get and the more experience I've been in my life, and I'm not just talking about myself, I'm talking about other men. I guess y'all don't consider the pride thing part of emotion? Men? Just a question. Because I've been around, being in the military. When I did my basic training, it was not co-ed, it was all men. And when I say there was a lot of emotion going around there because of, things on a lot of spectrums from, from high to low spectrums, there was emotion. In this underground local game, when it comes to the hip hop, especially, I see a lot of emotion in guys, all on the internet, So, even I feel like Charleston White is emotional because once he get on that tantrum, he don't even want to listen to nobody. He just believe everything he say is just right. And there's a whole bunch of other fellas that think that just because you out-talk somebody that you right. That is not true. Just because you out-talk somebody or out-whine somebody that don't make your situation right. Just because you talking to yourself and you making yourself believe what you say don't mean that you right. So, the lesson that I learned for this week was definitely Um, Men are emotional, and I'm gonna say to some of y'all, go get a psychiatrist. Talk to somebody about your issues. Talk to somebody about why you feel how you feel. Real talk. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I suggest it. I've done it before. You know, just having somebody that's neutral to talk to about your problems, that's neutral. It's good to have somebody like your mama or your grandmother, if they mature, to talk to, who you know got your back and gonna tell you, you know, you do need that person too that's always gonna have your back, but be maturely when they give you advice. But you also need a neutral person who don't know no sides. You know what I'm saying? That can give you some out the box answers, because we get stuck into our brains and we don't be knowing that we are. You know, it's more things outside of our brains than we know. So start, you know, if and that's if you want to grow. You know, if you want to stay the same, you want to stay a turtle, or you want to stay a sheep or a dog, then keep doing what you're doing. You know, ain't nothing wrong with that, because that's what this, you know, especially in America, you are open to be a bum. You are open to, you know, be a killer, but you know, you're going to live that killer life. You're going to go to jail most likely, or you're going to get murked. I don't know. That's all. I wouldn't want to live that life, but you can do whatever you feel you want to do in this earth. But I would think that people would want to grow instead of, you know, doing something bad. But that's me. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Daddy Rich? Oh, it's all good.
Love you, brother.
All day, love you too, man. I was just talking about I got a new segment I'm gonna start off the day with on the Philosophy Show. This week lesson. And I told them, you know, somebody told me it's only 5 days in a week. I told them, and they was like, the 2 days is the weekend. I'm like, man, the weekend is part of the week. It's 7 days in a week. You know, don't make this harder than it is. You know, the weekend is part of the week. It's 7 days in a week. You know what I'm saying? So, the lesson of the week for me was men are emotional. You know, I gave a little rundown already. You know, I summarized it to the point of, you know, we was raised to think that the emotion side was more on the women's side than the men's side, and the men was all logical and this and that. I've never fell into that, but I've always heard that. So I can't say I didn't. I can't say I believe that, but I've always heard that. You know what I'm saying? Because I done been around women that I don't, you know, who had logical, critical thinking. You know what I'm saying? I have. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say I've believed that, but the older and more experienced I've gotten, I see that it's men. Do men not consider their pride part of emotion?
Oh, they emotional. We human. It's emotions that fly around. Now,
Right.
if you suppress that, that's another thing. But
Right.
we emotional beings, period.
Right. So, you know, it's a lot of things that's going around, especially the internet and social media is really showing how emotional people really are. You know what I'm saying? Especially men. Sorry. Yeah. Well, not sorry, but especially men. You know, like with Charleston White, like some people, you know, some of the stuff I fuck with him on, but he's emotional. Shit, Dr. Umar, emotional. They try to cover it up with passionate. That's emotions. So, y'all are emotional about certain things, but that don't make you right about them just because you talk better or you out talk somebody. Right. It don't make it, you know what I'm saying? So when we sit here and try to say that these women are emotional, start looking at we are all emotional. We all are. You know what I'm saying? So when it don't make a man right for being prideful and then try to say a woman who is trying to keep their man from cheating is emotional. You know what I'm saying? We can't have these type of things and then, you know, you want me to listen to what all Charleston White talking about. Or even Dr. Umar, because Dr. Umar lost me personally when he started talking about the mixed races. You know, well, you shouldn't date a snow bunny. I think you know, I ain't gonna say that to him, but for you to be that adamant, if you feel, my thing is you either have it one way. If you feel like if you want to say superior race, I don't really want to say it like that, but if you feel like we're a dominant race, if you're dominant, what do dominant things do? I'm just asking.
Speak on it, brother.
Hey, if you don't stop at that, you conquer. A dominant virus is going to take over everything in its way. A dominant gene, and I'm going off of their logic. If you a dominant gene or dominant, you're going to get that white person. You're going to go into the Asian population. You're going to go into any population that where you're at, right or wrong. I mean, just if that's how you feel now, if you thinking like more on me, we're human. Then you get into your tribal things, and then you accept what you want to accept because that's your right to. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, and you can if you do. That's more of it. If that's what, speak on that level instead of saying we all don't supposed to. It's a preference, bro. It's a preference. That's all. So when we talk about emotions, don't try to tell me women are more emotional than men no more, because y'all lost that. Especially with the reality shows with the dudes and all that shit. They acting like straight. I've never seen that I can't lie now. I can't even lie now. I think I haven't seen it like that, but you know, I can't even lie. I have seen the boo-boo. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, bro, are we here to work and unite with each other like everybody's saying, or are we actually here being envious of each other for real? Like when it all comes down.
That's a real question, man.
So, but that's gonna click into the topic we got today before we go into the politics. But how your week been, brother?
Oh man, you know, it's a good week, man. Got some things done. Had a funeral, you know. Seems like we had one every 3 to 6 months for the last 3 years, but you know, let's reach into the good of that. You know, life lessons come of that, and it shows strength and growth, man. But all in all, a good week, man. I'm looking forward this week the kids come back. I got chose to be an ambassador, so I'm going to spend some of this, good portion of this week at a school, you know, where I first came into being part of the educational realm. So it's going to be fun, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, my condolences on the funeral, and congratulations on the career situation, man.
It's fun.
Yeah, and the reason I like doing this show, man, because it's a mixture of both. Just like you just said, you got a funeral, then you also moving up in your career. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, multiple things can be true at one time. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we need systems of things where we can release some of the stress, because we can be happy and sad at the same fucking time. That's crazy.
That's what the week was like. You know what I'm saying? But
Man.
the outweighed the sad.
Yeah,
I'm glad for that.
all day. And with me asking, was it older? Was it did the person live their whole you know, was they up in the range, or was
Pretty
it?
much, yeah.
Okay.
I think it's 70s.
Okay, so
It was my mother's last sister, so all of her sisters had gone.
okay.
Started off 16 of them, there's 5 of them left.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So we've been seeing this last 3 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
long as God still sit on the throne, man, it's hope.
Yeah.
You know, long as He breathe breath in our body and wake us up the next day, is hope.
It's hope,
You know,
baby.
we should hold on to that.
Yeah. And we will, and
Yes,
we
yes.
are.
Yes, we will.
All glory, baby. All right, man. My week, man, it was a good week, man. I got people coming around trying to rent the apartment I got, so that's good. I had 2 people come in. Both of them was legal immigrants.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? The people that Trump be trying to hate on. You know what I'm saying?
Makes you right again.
Yeah. So,
Man, they making you right again.
man, that's why I be saying, like, motherfuckers be talking a lot of shit, but you know, we out here living. But that was a good thing, and the thing was, the son, the little, you know, like when people talk about these illegal immigrants, like they talk about them, you don't think about their children when you talk about this. And just like we was born and we didn't ask to be born, these same people wasn't either. You know what I'm saying? And they parents are doing whatever they trying to do to get over here and get what we got, live a better life. And my thing was, this been happening way before us, and it's gonna happen way after us. It's part of our culture of America. You know what I'm saying? So, seeing that, it kind of just made me put it in perspective. And then there's a lot of stuff that was going on with the underground, with the award shows, and with
I seen that.
yeah.
I read something that helped me to know the difference.
Okay.
I thought that was just one entity as far as award shows. Is it STL Awards?
It's the STL Awards
But
and
I
the
noticed the difference is STL Awards experience.
oh
That
really?
they were two different. I thought it was the same.
One called the Experience, or you talking about entertainment and arts?
One was arts, and then I seen one said experience LLC.
All right. Well, go ahead. Go ahead. I don't know. I'm out the
It
loop.
was, I think her last name was Smith. Shout out to Miss Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Even shout out to the Terrence I Got It guy. You know,
Okay.
I guess they're at odds over the name STL Awards. You know.
Yeah.
But the one lady showed paperwork receipt.
Mm-hmm.
Her stuff is registered as an LLC with the state and the federal.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, she proved a point on that. You know, and she wasn't really trying to dwell on the part of making the other look bad, as I seen. She was just saying, hey, this is from my POV. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
right.
This is what I'm doing, you know, and she stated herself pretty well, you know, and she said, I wasn't trying to do this, but since it was a lot of talk about it, she just, you know, pled her case, you know, and it's understandable when you got a brand. And we always talk about protecting your brand.
Right,
You know,
right.
and I think she stated that real well. So shout out to her, Miss Smith. You know, shout out to Miss Smith.
No doubt. No doubt. I just say this, man. I'm always say this because I'm in the award game too. That's why I didn't name my shit STL nothing. I probably should have. It probably would have stopped a lot of what they got going on right now. But my outlook wasn't the same as theirs, so I let them hash that out. You can always, I mean, it is what it is. If y'all trying to get, I'm starting to think on another level when it comes to this bashing each other shit on social media. I'm just gonna think of it, hopefully, that y'all doing this for marketing purposes and not you're in your feelings for real. Like, seriously. Because if you doing this for the artist, because that's what I'm doing it for, to promote the artist, and you know, of course you build in your way to get money, you know what I'm saying? But in the beginning, you know you're gonna have to put your money in anyway. You're gonna lose money. That's just period. So at least do it to where the artists are getting the recognition and that they're getting what they deserve while you're doing it, because it's an award show, right? Yeah. So when it comes to the award, it's about the recipients and the nominations of the awards. It's not about you. Yeah. It's not personally about you, the person that's throwing it. So hopefully it get back to that. You know, like I said yesterday, I respect one more than the other one. I'm not gonna say no names, but I think one is a money grab, you know, and at least the other one, you know, you can see where the money going. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna say which one is which, you know what I'm saying, but you know, I'm here to protect the artists. If you nominate some of my artists or you nominate artists that I fuck with, I take it personal what goes on with them. And that's just me. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I truly fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? So if I do an award show, it's because I fuck with who I'm finna give these awards to. So I'm gonna make it worth them coming to get the motherfucker. And that's just me.
And it has been.
Yeah. So
Great experiences, man.
hey, I appreciate it, man. And bring y'all ass out, man, to come see how it's really done. See the real vibe. None of that extra shit you ain't gonna hear. If you hear some extra shit, it's gonna be the same people who talking extra shit about they shit. But our peoples who we fuck with, it's all 100 here.
It's all love.
It's all love.
Every year for the last 5.
Man. Woo! I've been loving them motherfuckers too. And shout out to the veterans, and that's why I do it around the time that I do it, because I do it around Veterans Day time, because it's really a shout out to the veterans too. But I have not all the way been pushing that. But if you peeped it, it's always been around Veterans Day. So if you got a veteran, come on out. You know, if you know a veteran, holler at them. I can set them up and honor them. You know what I'm saying? Because I need to start doing that too. I've been honoring people, but like I said, I haven't been honoring veterans because I'm a veteran, so it's kind of the pride thing. I try not to. I'm not thinking like that, but I should. I should be thinking about other veterans. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all know a veteran, send them my name. Send their name to me so we can get them honored. Just make sure they have them come out because it's gonna be a good time and they gonna love what they see. They always do. So tune in, man. And then August 31st, we with the shits 5.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Down.
It's going down.
Some great matchups.
Man.
Some people I want to see, like, you know, I'm always keen on seeing the new people who get in it, you know, and
Yeah.
just how they represent the culture, you know what I'm saying? Big ups to the new people who
All
started
day.
getting involved, you know.
All day. All day. Hold on. That should be good. Who we got? I'm looking for. I'm nervous and I'm looking forward to seeing City Girl and Rena Phoenix.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a
Queen's
matchup.
finna represent.
Woo. Ray Tiffany Marie.
Tiffany Marie, yeah. And Rayleigh.
And Rayleigh
Very
undefeated.
interested in that. Oh,
Rayleigh
yeah.
undefeated.
She's doing her thing.
So hey, you know who I'm rolling with. I don't jump off the trains. You hear me?
Yeah. The Queen's gonna be representing
Woo.
that night.
And then
For
who
sure.
we got? Rhoda Kid against I I forgot his name. Gutter 314, if I ain't mistaken. Then who else we got?
That's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, they been talking big shit for a long time.
Did Jay get his matchup?
Who, Jay the Realist? Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
This my thing with, so I'm gonna talk about that, right? You know, that's one of the parts why I said I learned this week. People emotional, because this with me. I'm 45. You know what I'm saying? So I don't do too much talking on the internet, on the social media, especially if it's about us finna do something. We don't have to talk too much. It's really put me down, I'll be there. And then we can once that's settled, then it's marketing talk. Then that's when the talking means something to me. Yeah. But if it's talking and it's no, I'm going to take this challenge, yeah, put me on the bill, yeah, I'm going to be there, yeah, we going to be there, if you ain't said that as many times as you talking that other shit, you're just talking that other shit. And that's for both of y'all. Because this one thing, I'm going to ask you this, and I'm going to see, am I tripping? I'm just going to ask you this. If I know I can eat somebody up, I'm not going to scare them off before they get into the trap. That's all I'm saying.
Come on.
If you ain't in the trap, I'm not finna scare you off. I'm not finna talk shit to you. I'm not finna say nothing. I want you to come here, right here. Get promoted with me on the. So if you don't show up,
That's on you.
but you can say I can be there. Yeah, I'ma show up. Yeah, put me on that flyer.
That's the jargon we're using.
So all that extra shit, that's why I told Jay the Realist, I'm going to keep you a question mark there. Because Jay the Realist kind of went a certain way, trying to get at hyphy mo. I'm like, no, bro. You want it, we keep it open for this guy.
Yeah.
So he
he
won't
don't
have no excuse.
No excuses.
None.
None, Mr. Tony Mays.
None.
No excuses.
No excuses.
And that's out of love, bro.
And
I
that's
don't
out
do
of
no
love.
beefing. I'm 45. I don't do no beefing.
My
But
thing
just-
is,
just-
it
let's
is
just-
out of love.
Yeah.
Because I'm treating you just like I would want to be treated if
Yeah.
I was on the other side.
Yeah.
Now, because I understand you weighing your options.
Mm-hmm.
You should. You should figure this out.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yes, sir.
So we give you that chance. But you got to the 31st.
Yeah, August 31st, when the mics come on.
And we going to be ready. Hopefully,
Yeah.
like I told Jay the Realist, be ready. Because you got Hyphy Mo too. You got people that's going to be lined up that want to get at you, bro.
Yeah.
But Tony Mays get the first dibs.
You get first dibs.
So if he don't show up, you still going to have some people that's going, you know what I'm saying?
And once again, Mr. Tony Mays is out of love, bro. Don't nobody hate you, man. Don't nobody want to see you not make it.
Come on.
It's out of love, bro. Come on and battle, man.
Come on. Come fuck with.
I got your
come
first
fuck
drink
with us.
when I see you.
You hear me?
You know what I'm saying? Come on, it's out of love, man.
Come fuck with us for real. That's what we keep
That's
telling
what we saying.
motherfuckers.
That's what we saying. That's all.
Come fuck with us for real. Y'all want to mend the underground or do all this work together like y'all saying. This is the first step. Y'all know Tweezy throw good events. I've been doing it.
Yeah.
Y'all know I do good business. I've been doing it.
Been doing it.
Do I check motherfuckers? Do I not? Do I have standards? Do I not fuck with certain people? Of course. Of course. That's just
everybody.
Yeah, that's just real. But when it comes to this business shit and us getting this promotion and exposure, we do that shit.
We do that.
So it's nothing but love, bro. Bring your ass.
Yeah, August 31st. Come on, man.
And let's promote this shit. Let's get it. Let's not do this. Don't let this dumb ass back and forth be for dumb for
Yeah, man.
It's gonna make people look kind of.
Yeah, and it's gonna scare the crowd away, man. You know, we ain't trying to do that.
And my thing is, that's definitely a part of. That's why I'm like, if we are really about what we about, why go there and do? That's hater. That's hater shit.
Yeah.
If this was you, if this was the other side, you know that I would just go.
Yeah.
I would just go.
I will be there.
I just go because number one, all the promo we put out,
Mm-hmm.
and we put our mouth out there to challenge you.
Yeah.
You set it up, we gonna come.
We're definitely coming.
Why not?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm still waiting to get some of them so-called kings of summer.
Let's see how much love they got.
Yeah. Because I'm with it.
Let's see how much love they got.
Mm-hmm.
And we got, it's one thing up my sleeve too, boy, that's finna hurt them. That they don't even know. I ain't talking about August 31st either. I'm talking, it's something, because people, you know, that's why I say about Trump, watch what you say. That's why I have to watch what I say too. And when I say what I say, I have to expect the get back from it, period.
Yeah.
That's why I'm still here, because I ain't running from the get back. I like the get back.
Yeah.
Because the get back going to make me get back.
Get back.
You know what I'm saying? So watch what y'all be saying. And when you say you support us for real, when you say this, when y'all say we should all support each other, and when y'all do it, when we do the same shit that everybody else do it, but on our level, because everybody doing what they doing on their level, and we respect it, and everybody else respect everybody else shit. But it seemed like y'all kind of be trying to shade us a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
You know what I'm saying? Just
we
a
gonna
little
answer
bit.
the invites. So there it is. We answering the invites.
We gonna answer it, and we want them.
We want them.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, don't hate. We too smart for the hate shit.
Yeah, leave the hate in the car. Leave the hate at home, please.
Minus the hate.
Minus the hate.
Let's make this shit happen.
Yeah.
But, all right, bro.
We here, baby.
We here, man. Last show we discussed determinism, and we had our homeboy Tony in the house from People's Choice. Shout out to Tony.
Tiago.
Oh yeah, so both of them was here, or was it just
Last
Tiago?
Sunday, Tiago.
So last Sunday was Tiago.
The Sunday before that.
And Sunday before we had, so he was here for Free Will. Okay, so all right, my bad. Shout out to Tiago that was here for discussing determinism, man. And he be having fun with us, boy.
Man, I think we got the hook in him, man.
Man.
We gonna be surprised here in a minute. I think we hooked him, man.
Hey, ain't nothing. Hey, I fuck with him, man. That's why I say I do this for therapy for myself too, cause I be talking like this to myself pretty much, or be listening to YouTube and just bouncing ideas off of that type of shit on some stoic shit, and just comparing your life, cause this life shit is real, bro. You gotta have some type of system on how you live. You can't just be just doing shit
off the cuff.
Yeah, you would fuck around and be a bum. You wouldn't, you know what I'm saying?
A bumblina.
A bumbina.
You hear me? A bumbina now.
So you gotta come handle yourself, man. But if y'all want to check that out, man, subscribe to the Philosophy Show on Facebook and Soldier by Blood Television on YouTube. We also on Spotify, Apple Podcasts for the audio, and check us out on Village Global Network, man. Hey, they supporting us from Australia to Dubai.
Shout out to Australia and Dubai.
Man, and all the ones in between.
Yeah.
Man, thanks for the support. Today, we are discussing human nature. The general psychological characteristics, feelings, and behavior traits of humankind regarded as shared by all humans. In short, the behavior and feelings common to most people. Human nature.
Wow.
So ever since I was young, bro, I wanted to know how my mind worked. Like I didn't like for some reason as a young kid I wanted to know like what made us tick. So when I was young, I looked up. I used to read about Sigmund Freud, Maslow, all of them psychology. What are they? Psychologists. Yeah. So Sigmund Freud who talked about the id. You know what I'm saying? He was real. He was his theory was more sexual type. Like even with the kid, it was some sexual shit. So that was that. Then Maslow was more behavioral, like environment. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. So, you know, I read up on them and it was other people in there too. I can't like be Skinner. Skinner had his thing, and it was a whole lot of other ones. So, the older I got, you know what I'm saying? I started reading. I just fast forward to 2016, 17, 18. You know what I'm saying? I heard of the book 48 Powers, Laws of 48 Powers. So I read it, and the first time I read it, I didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? I understood it, but I didn't understand it in the right way. I read it as if this was a fictional book, and it was more of a philosophical book. It wasn't telling you how to act. It was telling you how others act and how it makes you act type shit. So that was the 48 Laws of Power. So another book came out, The Laws of Human Nature. And I read that, bro. It came out in 2018. I read it like twice. Well, I listened to it like twice because I got the audio book. So I don't know when I read it, but it had to be when Trump was in, because that's when he got in 2016. The book came out 2018. So I'm reading this book, bro, and it's all these laws, right? And all of them is making totally fucking sense, like it's going on as he's speaking about it. Like the people that's tripping off of the people that Trump triggering, it's the dark side of America, like as a whole. Because these are the people who before it was the white, it was true white people ran this. If anything could have went wrong, a white person could go out and kill a black person and get off with it. You get what I'm saying? Or they was definitely gonna get the job before this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is just being real. This ain't, it's life, but it ain't like that no more. So it's a dark side. At first it wasn't a dark side because they could exercise it. Now that you can't exercise it like that no more, you have to repress it. And what do it come out as? Wow. You voting for Trump. That's the shit that, you know what I'm saying? And these are things that I peeped, like, these are the things that as humans and as you gotta know these things, but you don't know them. You get what I'm saying? And you wondering why you getting fired at this job. You thinking you like, man, I don't know what. It's just because you look good. That because you confident in it, the boss don't want you to, you know what I'm saying? That's what human nature is. But you got to know that. You have to, it's shit that you probably, somebody probably got fired, don't know why they got fired, and it's only man, I did my job, man, I did it perfect, I was trying to do good, and that's the reason why. You thinking
everything you just explained.
That's why you got fired. They might didn't want nobody like that. They might want somebody who's slacking so they can talk shit about them and feel like a boss. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks for your help, please. Sounds so familiar. Man.
That's what you get. I learned, dude, this white dude, I want to, if I knew who he was and seen him today, I would have to, because I was trying my best to prove him wrong in my life, in working life, and just period, because he had this saying, like, you're going to have to always deal with the bullshit. And I just was, and like at that job, I didn't want to deal with that bullshit. Like I kept telling him, like, you don't have to deal, because every time he fuck up, like he get fucked up, he'll throw it on me. That's what I didn't like. And he'll just had that saying, well, shit rolls downhill. I'm like,
rolls downhill.
I'm like, you don't, that's what I feel like if the shit roll on me and then I have to shit on you, I ain't doing that. It ain't just, I did it. I let the shit roll on you. You know what I'm saying? That's a difference. Shit, if the shit rolls down here, that means that if we at the crib and daddy don't pay the bills, then we all get kicked out the house. Now that shit rolls downhill.
That shit rolls. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not if you get going off on, then now I'm going off on you because I got going off on. that ain't shit, bro.
The buck.
There you go. Difference.
That's a difference.
So use this shit right when you talking to some people, because that shit don't roll downhill like that. You know what I'm saying? But he was right about you have to deal with some type of bullshit.
Yeah. It just come with life.
It comes with, and it's just this. Even if it's having to deal with a motherfucker who gonna sit here, you could get paid for nothing, but you gotta listen to this motherfucker talk all goddamn day. That's the work. You know what I'm saying?
Understood.
Or you gotta listen to this motherfucker politics all day. Or you gotta push, you know what I'm saying? You can push back and then accept what you gotta get. That's gonna come with something. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta straight pick human, you gotta know whoever you fucking with how to, well, and it's if you even give a fuck, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? So the human nature part of it, to me, are the laws of human nature, helps you deal with your environment more and knowing who you dealing with, and then you know how to act. You know what I'm saying? The Lil C situation. In reality, our team, Ben saw he was on whatever he on. We didn't know that he was a hater. I can't say that, but we peeped something. All of us did. You know what I'm saying? But, and look what happened. You know what I'm saying? Human nature. If you peeping it, you know what I'm saying, you will see it. If you don't, then you will miss that shit. But with that being said, Robert Greene, Greene, Law of Human Nature, came out October 23rd, 2018. I want to point out that 2018, you know what I'm saying? And I would advise people to read this book. And the number one thing is to don't think about it with other people. Think about it with yourself first. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good place to start.
Reflect on yourself first, and then whatever around you, you'll figure that out. But reflecting on yourself first. Because we be on, and I'm talking about myself too, we be on some other shit, but it comes with the first law. It's 16 laws. I'm going to go down the line. Then we can come back and talk about specific ones if we want. Because it's 16 of these motherfuckers, right? So listen to them. And I'm going to ask you this. I'm going to ask you true or false on them. Law 1. People are self-absorbed. I already know. Law 2. People are grandiose.
Grandiose.
I know one that's running for president right now.
Grandiose.
People can be influenced.
Oh, hell of true.
Yeah. People wear masks.
Yep.
People feel envy, but mask it.
Ooh, yeah.
People are aggressive. Yeah.
True nature.
People have both masculine and feminine traits.
Man, we see so much of that right now.
People individuality is overpowered by groups.
True.
Mhm. People are influenced by their generation.
Yeah.
Yeah. People are conflicted, especially about authority figures.
Dang.
People are irrational.
We see that.
Yeah. People are bad at long-term thinking.
Wow.
I know that is
Wow. That's deep.
true. That's super deep. Yeah, for real.
Wow.
Seriously. That's real.
Yeah.
Because we got to think for at least 80 years, and we start about 20 years, maybe 30 years slow, depending on our parents. People are compulsive according to their character.
Wow. This is deep. It's all in that book?
This is all in the book, bro. People, this is obvious. People have attitudes. People want what they don't have.
All the time.
And this the last one. People want to avoid thinking about death. Yeah.
Something that's promised to you.
This is all. I would listen. I'm gonna be honest. Well, read that book, bro. Read it or get it on audio book. Listen, like read it. It's very. It'll make you think more about your surroundings and the people that you around. You know what I'm saying? Just on a way to move type of situation because it's true. That's why I
when
say
you put them 16 in, man, that'll change you.
The envy shit.
Self-absorbed.
Oh man, and that's easy to see. That's very easy to see. You know what I'm saying? Just with everybody. That's why, and I just put a nugget on it. That's why I do the award shows because people. That's a natural thing that people want. They want to be, you know, some more than others.
Yeah.
But as an artist, come on, that's really what you definitely want those accolades.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's part of human nature. That's why if you do it for the right reasons, it'll be all good. But if you're doing it for certain other shit, that's why the negative shit is surrounding that situation.
Yeah. and man, it doesn't say that everybody needs validation to be just to be. But it does say everybody likes validation.
We all are human, regardless of how. The more you deny that you are human, the more you show that you are human.
That's delusional.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if a person try to say they don't feel envy, okay, if you don't feel envy, that means that whatever you feeling, because unless you don't want nothing out of life, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can be honest, like, if I see certain shit, I look at it and be like, that's few for me to do what I got to do. Because there's a lot of people that's doing what we doing, like, honestly. So you got to have some type of energy to keep going, or you're going to be looking at shit like, oh, man, they doing it already. Why am I doing it?
Who ain't never had that thought? Oh, I would have did it like this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or man, my boss be tripping. I think I'm a better boss. I would have been a better boss than that person.
Right.
Or you lose the promotion to this person. You like, man, what?
Right.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
And it's your thing is you accept that. Ain't nothing wrong. That's a human feeling. Accept it, and all you have to do is use that energy positive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can't. It's just like when I'm figuring out about myself. It took a while because I didn't. You self-absorbed. You thinking what you doing is what's supposed to be done, but you get around people who ain't on that level, and they looking at you envious because you are actually. A dude had to stop me, bro, and tell me, he was like, bro, you intimidating me, bro. I'm like, I had to straight stop and be like, what you mean? Like, man. And I could see once he said it, I seen what he meant because, dog, we was doing, putting kegs on the truck. And I'm ready to get this shit. He said we get this shit done, we can go. I don't know if he lying or not, but I'm finna find out.
See.
I'm
Look, Blue, say working.
I'm getting it. He was like, bro, and he was slowing down, and I didn't care if he slowed down because I get that what I'm doing. I get it. We working. If you with me and we together, I don't do your thing. I'ma do my thing. If we can work together and it's efficient, we can do it. But if you want to take your time, but I'm gonna do me. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, he did. I'm like, okay. Then I started thinking, like, okay. And then my queen told me one day, cause I worked with some people and I felt like they were like, oh man, you know how to do this, and I took it like, motherfucker, why you asking me if I know what I'm doing type shit. But my queen was like, man, people, you gotta quit acting like this. Some people don't, you a different type of person. Like they used to somebody else. They ain't used to somebody coming in and knowing what they doing and taking charge and da-da-da. I'm like, all right, I gotta start. You know what I'm saying? I think you should already be, this is what we do, right? Yeah. So us as individuals who get down like that, gotta understand that we're different. And you thinking you're gonna get a raise and you finna get more hating than that raise. And you gotta know why. And you gotta know how. Yeah, that's where masks come in. You gotta mask your pimpish shit. You gotta mask that you a pimp. You gotta mask that you a G.
Yeah, man.
Until or start from the ground up and do it yourself. And then you got to deal with everything then.
That come with it.
Everything.
Something gonna come with it.
Oh.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. It's just like that,
I heard
bro.
a man say a while ago, I can't remember who it was, say sometimes you got to learn to lead from the back.
Real thought.
When you
sometimes
see the layout,
that's the best.
You better know how the approach you need to take.
For real.
You know? Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta learn to lead from the back.
For real. So, hey, that's what we on, man. Let's go with is there any one of them you felt you wanted to talk about a little more? It's a lot of these, man.
Man, the last one is
oh yeah. I think I didn't want to say one was more important than the other one. I don't think it is, but that people want to avoid thinking about death. I think that's, man, I don't know. That's kind of.
To even think about it comes a responsibility of, okay, if that comes for me, what preparations have I made?
Right.
You know, it's a responsibility to make preparations, you know, or you have your people out here selling fish plates.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, and that's just the surface level of talking about how you're going to do it financially and what financially will exist after you not here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a real conversation.
That's a real conversation.
Yeah, me and my siblings was talking about having it with my mother before she passed. You know, and I'm like, I'm glad I had older siblings who were strong enough to even go and ask those questions, cause
Right.
I couldn't have did it
Yeah.
because now I gotta think about
You leaving.
or
Yeah.
your parent leaving. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So,
Yeah.
but it has to be discussed.
I gotta fucking discuss it with my grandma now. You saying it?
Man, it's real, bro.
I'm like,
And you
damn.
know you got people out here, you know,
Right.
because that done been through it.
Yeah.
So we'll know where to start. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, but yeah, man, that's a real conversation to have.
I know my auntie already had it with me.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. She already told me where to find it at and all that. I'm like, I know auntie. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, but you know, my aunt, like I said, my auntie. That's why when people be talking about women and it ain't no, my auntie always been a logical thinker with me. Like she ain't never been. She only went off the cuff one time, and that's when she, with my first child, she didn't think it was mine. That's the only time she went off, and it was just because she didn't like old girl. Old girl didn't come and speak
The
to her.
love
And
she had for you
Right.
overshadowed,
Yeah.
you know, and it peaked out as that.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
And I didn't go, and even back then, I knew it could have. I didn't take it as, you know, I didn't even fall for that. And, it ain't my auntie. Don't think it's. I didn't even go. I was mature enough not to go there. I knew what it was, and I knew I could. It could have been mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, auntie, you don't know.
Wasn't there when the get down was
You
getting
hear
down?
me? If you knew though, you wouldn't be saying that.
You like, oh, you know, I'm wrong right now.
That's why I tell you, like, you think it's yours? I say, yeah, it could be mine. I know it could be mine. It ain't that. Yeah, she just said she was already pregnant. That's all I'm saying.
Hey.
But regardless of that, yes, I did nut in her. If that's what you want to hear me say.
Yeah. The obvious.
Like, I ain't gonna lie to you.
I ski ski.
That's what I say, human nature.
Yeah, that's it.
Human nature, bro. But that grandiose, bro, the grandiose and the people can be influenced, that is so, some of these are laws that we know, but we have to be explained, you know what I'm saying? Like, how can I say it, man? You have to read the book, man. I don't want to give the book away too much. You know what I'm saying? So, we're going to go ahead and stop there, man, and go to a break. Like I said, man, I got, before we go to that break, I do have a quote from Robert Greene.
All right.
Because I'm gonna promote this book for y'all. Go check that motherfucker out. Check out the 48 Laws of Power 2. That was a good one. I also read Mastery. Check that one out. You know what I'm saying? Then it's the Laws of Human Nature. I think he got another one out. I didn't read that one. I read a review of it, and it wasn't a good review. But that ain't gonna stop me from reading it.
Yeah.
I just forgot what it was. But those 3 books I definitely read more than once. You know what I'm saying? And it, like I said, it's dude, when you read it, you will see what's going on in this underground for real. With the buffoonery, with the, you know what I'm saying? Just all that shit. It's all in that. It's all of that.
Wow.
It's crazy. Even with the election, with the law of human nature, it made me trip off the election. You know what I'm saying? Because people were spoiled, bro. The more we experience, the spoiler we get. The more things, you know what I'm saying? So depending on where, even if you don't think we came from cavemen and all that shit, even if you don't think that, we came from no electric to this. Our brains are still the same. a lot of this shit is affecting us in different ways, and just us being took away from providing for ourselves, like providing. Where are we compensating these things from? Like, what are we turning into? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? The more we grow, the more, what we say, civilization advance in technology. Like, the people who used to go out and hunt. And I'm gonna go strictly to some harsh shit so we can understand, like harsh shit. At one time, white people could just kill black people, right? Hang them, whatever the case. What is that aggression? Where has it went to now? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you take away these certain things that people do and make it legal or blah blah blah, where do those feelings just don't go away? Where do they go to? You get what I'm saying? We still have to deal with that somehow. So that's where the crime, the dark side, the crime, the rape, the murder, that's the human nature of it. People trying to fight things and stop things, it's not going to stop.
Wow.
That's why people have to, it got to be something different. You can't be, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, when you think about the world in reality, yes, it's harsh, but it's not all harsh. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't all one way.
It all ain't, it's about figuring out how to fuck with that dark side. Let's just say this, and it's crazy, bro. Let's say it wasn't no porn. What that releases a lot of the dark side for certain people. When you get what I'm saying about the dark side, you get what I'm saying? That releases some shit. So when you do take away abortion, what's the dark side of taking abortion? Is it worth? Stop. Don't make it legal. So they don't, you know what I'm saying? The dark side of making abortion legal, meaning they're gonna kill themselves trying to kill a baby, or people gonna die because they can't have babies, or blah blah. That's the dark side of that. So if you make it legal, that releases, you get to have it, the procedures are more better, blah blah blah. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you'll take the options, not the ladder. Cause the ladder gonna be somebody garage and basement and what all other egregious things you could think of.
Period. And
becomes
then
option then.
so we have to, knowing that, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? And the thing with what's going on with America now, that's human nature. We was fighting to get these people to integrate. Number one, we was fighting to integrate. We've done it. Now, human nature, we don't give a fuck. As far as the people, well, I'm not gonna say the people who still alive, who know and went through that, they care. But people like us, who probably don't got family members who, you know what I'm saying, who went through the fight and all that shit, or younger, seeing that it's black people all in here, that they think that's normal. But they don't think it's normal enough to be proud of it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Because they stuck in some shit that the human, no, that's how it's supposed to be, because people died and got hung, and that lady wouldn't be there if they didn't do that. You get what I'm saying? You don't have that much decency. Well, it's human nature for you to feel that way. So that's why you have to check yourself and reflect on yourself and make sure that you still in the present time and not living in past shit all the time. And enjoy and not continue to suffer. They didn't want you to do that. And then it's self-suffering. What damn, did I say that on there? One of them, yeah, go look in there, because it's one about self-sabotaging. it's a part of one of these rules, and that's what we done. How you get in it, because it ain't the white man. Sorry. It's motherfuckers spreading the same dumbass, this, man, you can't, this. Shut up. You supposed to be saying we can.
We can.
And that's it.
Say, where's the optimism? You know what I'm saying?
For real. You souping me up to think like you because you ain't got it. I could have it. Mm-hmm. What is you talking about?
True. That's true, brother.
Shit. So those are the human nature is don't like make America great again. That don't even make sense. But it makes sense to a generation that was on this side of civil rights, didn't want it. It makes sense for them.
Oh yeah, it makes sense for them. When they went in and they still got old blood money.
Right.
It makes sense.
It makes sense for them.
Yeah.
So, hey, check out that book, man. And you know, everybody had their own perspective on it. I got mine. It helped me out a lot, for real. But you always have your own outlook on shit too. You know what I'm saying? It's just a help expand your mind, dude. And then I looked up. I always, if I read a book, I look up the artist and I do read their biography too and see what they've been through. You know what I'm saying? And this dude been through some shit. Had a stroke, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Very, you know what I'm saying? Just check him out, man. I fuck with him. Shout out to Robert Greene. Hopefully one day, before you go away, bro, you can come on the Philosophy Show. I would love to have you on this motherfucker,
Come on,
man.
Robert Greene.
Real talk.
I got a question before you move on real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you say you read those books multiple times.
Yep.
And every time you read it, you got a different understanding, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. Especially with the 48 Laws of Power. That really, when I read that twice, I had to read he had another one too, 33 Laws of War, Strategies of War, 33 Strategies of War. I read that one multiple times too. But after I read a couple of his books, I kind of got the gist of where he was going, and then once I did more research on him, I kind of said, okay. But yeah, it's just like if you, like I read it, I think I read it like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Then I read it again like 2 years after that, and then I reread it again like this year. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I get a little more, because the more you read it, just like looking at a video more than one time, you start seeing more shit.
Something you didn't catch the first time or something. Yeah.
Because sometimes you got to go through it before you can read, like you can read it and understand what it's saying. Like you can understand it, but if you don't go through it, you really don't understand it.
Yeah,
it's just like
to experience it, it brings a different understanding.
Yeah, and I experienced a lot of what's in that book. That's especially like with the hate and shit. Like I couldn't figure, you would be sitting around just feeling like, man, why is motherfuckers hating? Like you know what I'm saying? And you saying to yourself, I'm like, man, I'm helping motherfuckers out. I'm trying to work with them, and it's like, oh, that's why. Don't nobody, well, I ain't gonna say don't nobody. Certain people don't want to see you doing what you do. That's just it's just like that. We just happen to be in St. Louis, Missouri, and when I remember growing up, going to middle school, the hate started then. Wow. And I ain't just talking about to me, I'm talking about period. What kind of clothes you had on, you look, motherfucker talking about your mama. Man, it was horrible. Yeah. I'm talking about all the way through high school.
Imagine nowadays where it's non-filtered with social media.
So, you know, it's just about, you know, you go through life if you don't have if ain't nobody telling you shit or holding your hand through it, oh yeah, this is what that person doing this, because it ain't nobody doing that. You don't know. You just going through life and just like, if you a person because parent wise, if you a person who don't have a parent or a good parent or whatever, how you want to say it, who don't show, like if you do good in school, they don't really show you no affection, or they don't, you looking for that as a child, but then you get this shit while you at school. You clowning at school, but you getting this shit, motherfuckers hating on you at school, and your mama and them don't really care about
it. Celebrating you.
So it's like, you got to deal with that somehow. And if you don't know nothing about that, you either whooping ass or you act dumb to fit in. You know what I'm saying? And then blah, blah, blah. So
Snowball effect after that.
it's human.
A fuckery.
That's why I thank the Most High for putting my mental in me, because when I was in them situations, it was kind of like I told you, like a mother talk about my clothes, I tell them, well, won't you buy me some?
Yeah.
Because you talking.
Flipped it.
Yeah, like
8 Mile. When Eminem was better than 8 Mile, you done flipped it on.
Shit, like, fuck that. I mean, because I thought about it. I'm like, well, if you the only one tripping, I'm wearing my clothes. Why you tripping off of it? You know what I'm saying? You want to talk shit about me, but there's some hater. You know what I'm saying? Started little, young, bro.
Wow.
So I understand now that's, if you a person like who I am, just like Daddy Rich, you know what I'm saying? They gonna hate, bro. A lot of people gonna be like shaking your hand and they ain't finna give you the same what you deserve if you like that, right?
Yeah.
If you like that.
Yeah, because that battle line did slow down.
And let me tell motherfuckers, if you want smoke at the August 31st, just show up with the format, 1 minute and 30 seconds, 2 rounds, whole song, 3rd round, any feature, do your thing, and if it's a battle to be done, you will battle. Just to let you know. So you don't have to go to Tweezy. You're gonna have to pay to get in, of course, but you ain't gotta come to me. That's the rules, and all the people who know the rules, y'all can tell them the rules.
Know the rules.
If you don't want to tell them, you ain't got to, but tell them to come to the Philosofee Show. It was said on there. You can look at it. This is time stamp 1 hour 17 and 39 seconds. That's the time stamp.
So as you saying, the normal format, hook, verse, hook.
Yeah.
1st round, hook, verse, hook. 2nd round.
Yep.
3rd round, whole song, including a feature if that's what you want to do.
Yep.
That's it.
That's it.
Come with it.
Come on through. We have fun. We love this shit. Man. Woo. I can't wait. But let's go ahead and go, because we got some I got some good politics for these.
All right.
Some Trump lies and some Harris policies, because people been wanting to know Harris policies. She had her she had something in North Carolina where she was talking about a press conference in Carolina where she talked about her policy. So I got a section with her talking about some of her policies, not all of them, but it's about most of them. And then I also got one called Trump Lies, because since Trump want to run, I'm going to go ahead and help him out. And all the lies you going to say, we're going to show you that they're lies, and we're going to have an expert who's going to fact check your ass. So
yeah,
I'm definitely looking forward to that, and I'm also looking forward to Daddy Rich straight out the book when we get back.
Philosophy with the council.
All day. Let me
come back.
Let me hit this. Where we at? We're going to do this one here. Yeah. But let me say this, though, real quick. Got the quote from Robert Greene, The 48 Laws of Power. What you say, Ray Lay? You say, what about no let up for my feature? What you We'll talk about that offline, Ray Lay. I don't know. I know you talking about no let up. You trying to do a no let up feature? You already know.
Sounds dope.
All day. All right, y'all. Robert Greene quote: "When you show yourself to the world and display your talents, you naturally stir all kinds of resentment, envy, and other manifestations of insecurity. You cannot spend your life worrying about the petty feelings of others." And that's why I fuck with him.
Man, you talking about therapy. Is that what happened?
Man, for real. All day. Hey, we'll be right back, man.
Yeah.
Y'all stay tuned to the Philosophy Show.
Best Midwest, your test, reflection test, get wrecked. You gamble your life, we take all bets. Your cover been blown, we turn all stones. You know it's on, your clowns be cloned. Dethrone. Knock you off your rocker, you straight pussy, you bitch. Try to stop my fucking movement, you get checked like a trick. Talking shit behind my back, but in person we gang. Everybody super tough on the book and the gram. Caught you in freestyle, had you scared as fuck. Seen your boy in club, diamond pussy eyes got buck, but you ain't tough. Your bitch harder than you. Every word out your mouth, some hater shit that ain't true, but you loot. You only big in your head. That other funny-eyed phony with his stylus in bed, and that's no cap. This ain't rap, this real spill. You want smoke? Come and find me on the top of the heap.
It's No Let Up Podcast. Live performances ranging from poets, R&B, hip-hop artists, and comedians. Remember, it still takes a village. We are Village Global Network.
Can't fuck with me, I'm up next. Gotta work that out like Bo.
Whose mic is this? Remember, it still takes a village. We are Village Global Network. Make sure you tune in to the Philosophy Show, where all you have to do is pay for attention, and you just might learn something. Remember, it still takes a village. We are Village Global Network.
Go DR. Yeah, I go. Oh boy. Think it's time we address. Oh boy. Let's address it. Oh boy. Room, baby. Yeah. Couple elephants in the room, man. For sure. Motherfuckers done did it. Did it. It's official. You address this shit. Y'all motherfuckers done. Stacks Brothers. Address this shit. They said I couldn't, I knew I could. They said I shouldn't, I knew I would. What's already explained should be understood. Me and my nigga good, it's all love straight from the dirt. Dug up from the lot in the hood. All this fly shit ain't come without hate. Lies, fake niggas and snakes, masquerading as your folk. Like you won't give them smoke. Fuck a toke, I ruin these clothes quick, take me for joke. Now they wanna holler my shit's dope when I had them high from the first quote. Think we ain't hear that bullshit blabber, idle chatter from the peanut galleries. Now these niggas on their knees from this anaconda squeeze, whispering please. Thought they knew me to murder, showed them friendship separated by 6 degrees. Tried to play grown men, product of black cavemen. No need to plead, let go, nigga I say when. When the windpipe no longer pipes win. When them pipes come out, they hands go up in the wind. Fuck friends, buffoons hide there like balloons, about to get popped soon. Taking room for real goons who get it from the mud, but eat with silver spoons. My testament to niggas turn hoes was once glue. Lying ass, ratting niggas faking like they true. Claiming OG, really bitches, acting brand new. Niggas got a problem with me, address it. I spread flu. Let's take a head count and see how many threads they counting. Who really about what the fuck they yap about? Motherfucker. See, my mistake was time. Thinking that knowing niggas your whole life, and that time equates to honor and respect and loyalty. But a born snake a born fake. Can't operate outside, it's genetic code. That's not how they were built. If it ain't in them, well, what else would you expect from them?
Chefing up this cook up, grind time, no look up. Look for me, I've been booked up, now I'm the big fish, they wanna hook up. Scene change when I pull up, scheme change like Mo Bucks. Lane change like hold up, used to know, but now I don't know us. I got the glow like shown up, raw blue on my show chucks. Been dope since Robux, I'm in the psych ward because of go nuts. Slice of turkey like cold cuts, Macca's niggas couldn't hold us. Game changes like cold crush, got an appetite for this gold rush. Niggas thought it wouldn't be us. Mad as hell when they see us. Mad cause niggas wanna be us. They keep praying hard to defeat us. Been counted out my whole life. Raise the count on my show price. Fuck half, I want the whole slice. Judge me, I need 5 mics. Top tiers, my flow game. Spark shit, I'm like propane. Niggas are not who they proclaim. Just ride the way to my flow change. Steady dropping like boom boom. Passing niggas like zoom zoom. Down to me is like too soon. The ways I make is like typhoon. Another level like Fo Show. I'ma always hit my free throw. Y'all boys niggas like Kojo. Just mad we did it, no promo. Y'all cash the checks, we just stack mo. Waiting to see how they act though. Planting seeds, my rack grow. I'm in the studio with my stack bro. Looking for us, we passing them up. Wanna beat us, we smashing them up. In a 2C, the pop in the clutch. How you go low when our status is up? Ain't no need for flashing a buck. Keep believing in God we trust, cause he is the reason we running them up. Y'all left out, no seat on the bus.
Yeah, there you have it. Let's address this elephant in the room. Real niggas do real things. Yeah, Stack Brothers, bitch.
All right, we are back, baby.
Yeah.
You got something for us, bro?
Yeah. It's the part they call straight out the book,
baby.
Today I have for you Proverbs 11:2, and it reads as thus: when pride comes, then comes disgrace, but with the humble is wisdom.
Man, talk to him, bro.
One more time. Proverbs 11:2. When pride comes, then comes disgrace, but with the humble is wisdom.
Man, I can't say enough about that, bro. We just talked about that. Pride is emotion.
Man. And the word said comes before the fall. You know, so let's try to put some humble in this. You know, a lot of people don't believe in being humble, you know, but I'm one person that does, man, because it honors my Lord and Savior. It says, thank you for giving me this gift.
Yes, sir.
You know?
Yeah. Gratefulness.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro. I needed that, man.
That's where we at, man.
You hear me? All day. What you say? What was that? Say that part. Say that verse again, brother. I need to hear it one more time because there's a part in there that got something to do with what I'm finna play.
When pride comes, then comes disgrace, but with the humble is wisdom.
So, speaking of pride, we're going to talk about this guy because I want to start off with something. We've been covering Trump for a while. We covered Trump in the good, and now we covering Trump in the bad. All right? Because right now it's not looking too good for Mr. Donald Trump. And when we talk about pride, you shitted on our boy Biden, talking about he was old, like you wasn't old. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
All that pride of you being how old you is, you shitting on another old man who kindly did the right thing and kind of put you in a jam right now, dumbass. Because now you the old man. So with that being old man, meaning, yo, you might not know what you're talking about. Ain't that what you said about Biden?
That's
like
exactly
Biden he didn't have a lot of, his conscience was going away, and he don't know what he's saying. So let's go ahead and see if you know what you be talking about, Mr. Trump. I call this segment Trump Lies.
The strongest economy in history. There's never been a country that had an economy like us. I gave Harris and Biden an economic miracle, and they quickly turned it into an economic nightmare.
Not only did he not have the strongest economy of all time, he didn't even have the strongest economy of the last two presidents, himself and Joe Biden. And so let's take a look at some of the facts here. First, the best measure of an economy is its growth rate, GDP growth rate. And so when you compare the two, and I have adjusted out COVID in fairness to both presidents, although you see it doesn't actually change the picture, Trump grew his economy at a rate of about 2.6% a year, which is actually not a bad rate, and that excludes COVID. Biden grew his economy, has grown so far his economy at 3.5% a year. If you take out the effects of COVID, the disparity is even greater. So I've done this as honestly as I can do, and no matter how you do it, it doesn't come out in Trump's favor, even against Biden, let alone against 5,000 years of other economies around the world. Secondly, you can look at jobs. That's a very important thing in an economy, obviously, to Americans. And again, I've adjusted out the effects of COVID. 182,000 jobs on average a month created by Trump. 271,000 jobs on average created by Biden. Again, if you take out COVID, the disparity is far greater. So that is one of his most preposterous claims.
We were energy independent 4 years ago. Think of it. Today, we're getting energy from Venezuela in the form of tar.
Well, first of all, we were never energy independent under Donald Trump. In fact, we really haven't been energy independent going back until sometime before 1950. You can see that the amount of oil imports that we had during Trump did, in fact, decline. This is part of a long progression that goes back to the mid-2000s. It's nothing that he particularly did. It continued under Biden, and lo and behold, the first time we have been energy independent as it applies to oil was in 2023 under Biden's presidency, when we actually exported a bit more oil than we imported. Now, Trump is hung up on Venezuela. I'm not exactly sure why. He usually likes dictators. In this case, he seems to not like it as much. It is a fact, as Trump said, that Venezuelan oil is bad oil. It's very heavy. It's very polluting. But look what happened to Venezuelan oil imports over the last 7.5 years. Under Trump, we averaged 10.3 million barrels of Venezuelan oil a day coming into this country. Under Biden, we're down to 1.7 million barrels a day of Venezuelan oil. So the idea that somehow Biden is the one who brought in all this Venezuelan oil is absolutely directly contradicted by the numbers.
They all said I was wrong when I said that migrant crime will reach epidemic proportions, and now it's much worse than that. It's a lot worse than epidemic proportions. It's beyond control. We have a new category of crime. It's called migrant crime, and I think it's going to end up being the worst category.
But once again, the facts are not quite what he said. First, let's just talk about crime in general. He likes to think the country's in the middle of some crime wave. That is actually not true. Violent crime per 100,000 people has dropped 26% under Joe Biden. We're an average of 398 per 100,000 people, down to 294. What is even more amazing is that it, in fact, ended Trump's administration slightly higher than when it began, or certainly, at best, most favorably. You can't see any improvement under Trump's administration. All the improvement has been under the Biden administration. Now, there's the fallacy of migrant crime. If you read the New York Post, you'd think, of course, all crime was committed by migrants. But in fact, and we've talked about this, I think, before, but it's really quite dramatic. If you break crime down between native-born Americans, documented immigrants, and undocumented immigrants, you can see that native-born American crime rate is actually higher than it is for documented immigrants and way higher than it is for undocumented immigrants. That's true whether you look at violent crime, whether you look at property crime, when you look at drug violations. The fact is, immigrants actually commit fewer crimes than Americans. And for the undocumented immigrants, it's not totally surprising. They don't want to get sent back to wherever they came from, so they tend to behave themselves better than a lot of Americans and a lot of documented immigrants. So this is a complete fiction that Donald Trump has created.
And Steve, right on cue.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
So my thing is, who is deranged right now? He can't say Kamala, motherfucker, sitting up here on stage trying to tell us that this woman wasn't considering herself black. What is going on, bro? You want to make America great again? Didn't you lose with that slogan last time?
Yeah.
Don't we supposed to change? What ain't it supposed to switch up?
Yeah.
You supposed to have another slogan.
Some adjustment.
Yeah.
We seen all the presidents who run and when they went for that second term changed their slogan, except him. It's just more malarkey.
Yeah. So, and this is my thing that I peeped. But you know what? So if y'all watching, do your fact checks. Dude lying. First of all, he trying to make us, first of all, he pandering to that dark side. To the people who can't cope with America progression into diversity, reality. That's what it is. So that's who he pandering to. So if the autocracy, and we gonna get on the Project 25 shit next week. I ain't want to put too much onto this week because we already at the hour, but we gonna get on to that. But what I'm gonna do right here with this one is we're gonna do a contrast between the two candidates. That's what I'm doing. You see that guy and what his platform is talking about. Everybody want to know what her policies is. We're finna show you what her policies is.
A live Venn diagram, folks.
Man.
Get them, Tweet.
All day. Here we go.
This election, I do strongly believe, is about two very different visions for our nation. One, ours, focused on the future, and the other, focused on the past. We see that contrast clearly in many ways, including when it comes to how we think about the economy. So our country has come a long way since President Biden and I took office. At that time, we sadly remember the millions of Americans that were out of work. We were facing one of the worst economic crises in modern history. And today, by virtually every measure, our economy is the strongest in the world. We have created 16 million new jobs. We've made historic investments in infrastructure, in chips manufacturing, in clean energy. And new numbers this week alone show that inflation is down under 3%. I will focus on cutting needless bureaucracy and unnecessary regulatory red tape and encouraging innovative technologies while protecting consumers and creating a stable business environment with consistent and transparent rules of the road. As president, I will bring together labor with small businesses and major companies to invest in America, to create good jobs, achieve broad-based growth, and ensure that America continues to define the future and lead the world. As Attorney General in California, I went after companies that illegally increased prices, including wholesalers that inflated the price of prescription medication, and companies that conspired with competitors to keep prices of electronics high. I won more than $1 billion for consumers. So believe me, as president, I will go after the bad actors. We capped the price of insulin at $35 a month, and the total cost of prescription drugs at $2,000 a year for seniors. We let Medicare negotiate lower drug prices for seniors. And just yesterday, we announced that we are lowering the price by up to 80% for 10 more life-saving drugs. And I will work as president with states like here in North Carolina, Roy Cooper, thank you again, to cancel medical debt for more and more, millions more Americans. So now, the housing market can be complicated, but look, I'm not new to this issue. As State Attorney General, I drafted and helped pass a homeowner Bill of Rights, one of the first in America. And during the foreclosure crisis, I took on the big banks for predatory lending with many of my colleagues, including Roy Cooper, and won $20 billion for California families when I was Attorney General. And by the end of my first term, we will end America's housing shortage by building 3 million new homes and rentals that are affordable for the middle class. Finally, there's one more way I will help families deal with rising costs, and that's by letting you keep more of your hard-earned money. Under my plan, more than 100 million Americans will get a tax cut, and we will do this by restoring 2 tax cuts designed to help middle-class and working Americans: the Earned Income Tax Credit and the Child Tax Credit. Through which millions of Americans with children got to keep more of their hard-earned income. We know this works and has a direct impact on so many issues, including child poverty. We know it works. So as president, I'll not only restore that tax cut, but expand it. We will provide $6,000 in tax relief to families during the first year of a child's life. Now think what that means. Think what that means. That is a vital, vital year of critical development of a child. And the cost can really add up, especially for young parents who need to buy diapers and clothes and a car seat and so much else. And we will do this while reducing the deficit. Compare my plan with what Donald Trump intends to do. He plans to give billionaires massive tax cuts year after year. And he plans to cut corporate taxes by over $1 trillion. Even as they pull in record profits. And that's on top of the $2 trillion tax cut he already signed into law when he was president, which, by the way, overwhelmingly went to the wealthiest Americans and corporations and exploded the national deficit. You know, I think that if you want to know who someone cares about, look who they fight for. Look who they fight for.
Hey, so I'm I watched the whole thing. It was like almost 30 minutes. I just took out some because I wanted to give her enough though. I think about 7 minutes because I wanted people to hear her policies because she has some policies. People try, well, I don't know what she about. Do your research. You can go see what she about. Don't look at reels and all that other shit because it only give you half of the story. People are not single things. Stop treating people like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it is if you voting and you care about who you vote. Don't think that just because they lock black people up, she locked more than black people up, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And she also helped consumers out. She's outlining that. You can go look that up. This is about the President of the United States. Number one, I don't want to hear, well, we can hear whatever we want. I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to talk to Daddy Rich. So, out of that, what you heard that she was Attorney General for San Francisco. For California, because she was a state attorney. Mm-hmm. She was a prosecutor. I don't know if you know that, but she was a prosecutor for San Francisco. Yeah. Did you know she was a senator before she became vice president?
Mm-hmm.
So, with you knowing these things and listening to what you heard her talk about today, do you think she's qualified?
She's more than qualified. And with that, let me put the cherry on top. A couple months ago, I was diagnosed as diabetic. So I understand when she say insulin.
Yeah.
When I was talking back and forth with Walgreens, they was like, hey, we waiting to talk to your insurance, so they can take some of this bill. Without it, your insulin like $400 or $500. By the time they got finished talking with my insurance, on top of what Joe Biden and Kamala has said they have done, I know to be true, I paid $40.
Okay.
The bill was $400 or $500.
Yeah.
I paid $40 for my insulin. Just last week.
Okay. So you heard it.
So I inherited what she's saying, and I can speak to it to be true, because I know what it did to my wallet.
Oh, dang.
I would rather pay $40 than
right.
$400 or $500.
Right.
Like if I had to pay $400 or $500 monthly, I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
I will do it, but I couldn't just do that.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Hell
but
yeah.
I can speak to the truth of what she's saying about insulin, because it affects me personally.
Yes, sir.
And she's true about what she said. I paid $40 last week for like 5 or 6 pens because I got to get the pens.
Oh, okay. All right.
They did that.
All day. We'll keep it up, motherfucking Biden and Harris. I want to say this, man. I fuck with her on this speech because she definitely gave props to Biden. People keep y'all okay. He old. We over that. He got out the race. He listened to what y'all said. He old, but you can't tell me this guy ain't good.
He did his thing.
You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me this guy ain't good. Everything Trump is saying, he trying to take credit for things that Biden is doing.
Mm-hmm.
Biden is president right now. Biden is kicking ass. We're not at war right now.
Not at war.
You know what I'm saying? We might have to go to war because if Iran start tripping, you know what I'm saying? But you know, we'll get to that when it's that time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But Biden has did what he set out to do, and he has progressed America and didn't pass. You can't. They didn't pass us up, bro. They didn't pass us up.
They didn't. They didn't.
Come on, bro. Or we?
That's real, man.
They
didn't.
I ain't seeing it. You know, so with that being said, man, like we already hit the tax thing, because I gotta talk about what I got out of it. And my thing is, I can't say I'm not, because you can't. As a business, I will benefit from them tax credits because consumers will have more money to spend.
Yeah.
So I don't think about it like, okay, that's $6,000, because I own the child credit. I ain't getting on my own. I don't claim my kids. My kids are either old or the mama's claiming them. So that don't help me out. The earned income credit was hard when I was making under whatever that was, so that ain't helping me out either, because I think unless they hike it up to a price where it works for me, then that will help me. But if I'm over it, it ain't gonna help me. But it will help me as a business because the consumers will have more money to spend.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying? But that 1 year, if you got a baby that's 1 year old, or that first year you get $6,000 credit. Think
That's
about
gonna
that.
help a lot of families, bro.
Cause you probably get the child credit. Cause I remember with the earned income credit, if I ain't mistaken, I think you had to make under $12,000 a year, if I'm not mistaken. And that was a while ago. That's what I'm saying. That was a while ago. You know what I'm saying? So that means if you work like $10,000 a year, you get whatever how much that credit was. So that's easily probably $3,000 maybe. Child care credit. You got 3 kids, that's $3,000 a piece.
$3,000 a piece.
You hear me?
Hey, I remember being in a tax prep place. I was paying the bill because they was a bill place too.
Yeah.
And this lady like, shoot, I'm waiting on them to cut this check.
Man.
She said she was getting 10 big ones.
Exactly.
And boy, you should have seen the face of her and her kids. It made a difference.
It made a difference, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
So if it was, and hey Harris, see this the shit I'm gonna be. Harris, if you're listening, just hike that motherfucker up to give 100,000 and down the tax credit. That'll help us.
Yeah, that'll help.
That'll help us.
Yeah.
You know, I get it. My thing is, I'm not a greedy person. Just give me my share to where I can, and give me what I'm, whatever I deserve, give it to me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to, if I'm making $2 million, tax me. As long as you ain't taking all 50, if you ain't 50% type shit, if it's 7, 8, 10%, tax me.
Come get it.
Yeah, you can tax me. But, I'm just ain't a greedy person. I say that. Trump, he's a greedy person. For you to pay $7,500 for 4 years, and you supposed to be a billionaire?
$7,500.
Look at that, whatever, look up release tax. I could be wrong, but whatever it was, it wasn't enough. Look up when he finally released his tax returns and look at how much he paid. It was years on there. He didn't pay nothing. He paid goose eggs. When have you ever paid goose eggs in taxes when you was a kid?
You say pretty much when you made what was it, 5,000? You get everything you paid in back, or 10,000?
You know what I'm.
Easy, the 1040 easy.
Yeah.
We ain't did the 1040 easy since we was busting tables at a restaurant. Yeah.
You on the Forbes magazine, and that's all I'm saying, bro. Cause I'm in America. If we make this money, just like what we gonna do, give back to our people. We're gonna give back to the neighborhoods. Definitely. So of course we're gonna give back to America. Of course the taxes is giving back to the country. You know what I'm saying? Giving back to the country so they can get money to better up the army
potholes and
hopefully
infrastructure. Yeah.
You get it? So I with the tax thing, man, I'm when she win, and hopefully, because y'all got to think about this too. In her, you heard her say we. That means, as far as we have a Congress, a Senate, and a House. Y'all know she can make all these plans and want to do all these things, but they the ones who can vote on it. So we have to, and I'm talking about us all across America, if you really want to make this shit work, you got to vote some of these Republicans out that's doing Trump dumbass deeds.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So they already setting up to say that the election rigged. They already doing that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He see that he losing. He losing. You know what I'm saying? This is my thing about certain people. Don't ask for it if you don't want it. Y'all ask for this. They asked for it. You got it. Prosecutor versus criminal. This is showing a lot from everybody. Christians, you white national Christians, y'all are looking really suspect right now voting for Trump. Very suspect. Very. You're looking very suspect now.
Oh, yeah.
When it was Biden, you know what is crazy? That Biden was the epitome of white privilege. His white privilege fucked him because he was going against Trump, so it was like nobody really gave a fuck. But soon as that motherfucker fell out, and then here come this one, oh, now y'all see what the fuck. Now everybody like, oh, no. Yeah, let me get over here. Oh, really? And some just got to stay over here because you done talk so much dumbass shit.
Yeah.
now you
gotta
like,
cash that check.
yeah, Trump, chill out a little bit. Yeah, you see, talking to a queen, talking to somebody who ain't Biden, look how he looks now.
He look crazy. Crazier.
You sit in a room full of black women reporters and talking like that. Come on, bro. Who you? Even white. I'ma say this. Fuck. Even white men know better. Dog. Come on, now. Stop. So.
Yeah, he overplayed this one. He ain't see this one coming. He done overplayed his hand.
He definitely overplayed his hand, man.
They got him with a sucker move. They got him with a sucker flea flicker. The flea flicker.
And then my boy Tim Walsh, I gotta give him. He come in. I gotta give him his props. That's why I said, even the white men know better. He like, oh yeah, he going after. Oh yeah. And then called him. We didn't even have to call him. He called him there. Did both of them call him? They calling him weird. And it's like, it's sticky. Because y'all, J.D. Vance, bro, first of all, you young, and then you talking this nonsense. You kissing this guy ass. After you talk straight bad about him like it's videos of you talking straight shit
you
about him.
Crazy. You looking more weirder than him.
For real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, come on.
He wear his privilege on his face.
For real. And then, oh man. So, hey, and yeah, all y'all, whoever, if you want to talk to Tweez about it, I'm only talking about it if I want to, but I'm like really at the point of y'all look retarded and slow to me now. If you support Trump, I kind of look at you as slow when it comes to politics, and that's it. I ain't gonna say you slow in life because that's, some people don't give a fuck about politics. You know what I'm saying? It's just a feeling to you. It's your feeling. And you ain't gonna vote, and you don't care if it, whatever happens, you know what I'm saying? So I get that. But if you care about what our ancestors actually fought for, And I know if you're talking about Martin Luther King, this is the dream that he wanted. Barack Obama was the dream. And this is another part of this is the next part of it right here. So
there's levels to this.
So if that's not what we looking at right now, my thing is I'm not voting for her just because she black. Look who the fuck over here. Look who I got to vote. Stop. I was gonna vote for Biden. And I ain't even think, my thing is I was riding with Biden, period. If he wouldn't have did that, I would have been taking up for Biden right now. But since he did that, and I see that the switch working, I'm riding with my peoples.
It worked.
Smart motherfucker.
And working. Yeah, Trump, you should have just made up with Mike Pence and ate a little crow and took him out to dinner and put him up in one of your resorts and just loved on him.
He should have did Nikki. My thing, he could have Nikki Haley. I thought he was going to be smart and pick Nikki Haley. Do you know who that is?
Mm-hmm.
I think that would have been a better choice.
Yeah.
I think that would have been a better choice. Nikki Haley,
Who's the steak with no flavor that you serving us? Brother. And it's tight as a shoelace. Oh, you tripped when you went and got J.D. Vance.
I don't
know what you was thinking.
That was, I'm going to tell you, the narcissist in him. He wanted somebody that wasn't going to overshadow him. He wasn't going to get another Mike Pence because Mike Pence probably in the beginning just, he's a Republican. He's a religious Republican. So long as Trump was going to do the things that he did for the turning the roll and all that, Pence was cool. But once Trump tried to make him do some unconstitutional shit, Pence didn't do that. But he still stayed loyal to him to the whole end, and even he just
out the door.
Yeah, he only said a few things bad about Trump, and he did not endorse Trump. And that's that's cool, but he never said too much bad shit about him. You know what I'm saying? But J.D. Vance will get in there and do whatever Trump say.
Looks like.
Yeah, he will. He will kiss the shit out of him. He might do some slick shit on the slide, too. Don't get me wrong. But you can definitely tell he kiss ass. You know what I'm saying? And do whatever Trump say. So, and then become vice president? Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but
that boy made that comment. I just wanted to see how the plane looked that I would be riding on. What?
Bro.
You can't take that plane home because you going home.
You weird. Like they said, you are weird.
You weird, man.
Both of y'all together is some weirdos. Like, and you accepting that motherfucking position after saying that dumbass shit, bro. Come on. He put you in the fire.
Yeah, they cooked.
Yeah, super cooked. They done. They done, bro.
Oh, they done, man.
So make sure y'all go out and vote. Get your ass registered and go vote. I don't care.
Vote,
Shit,
vote.
they might be sleeping on Missouri. Hopefully, motherfuckers waking up seeing that. But I see 2 Trump voters every time I go to work or something. You know what I'm saying? I'll just be looking at them like the happiest doom glory government motherfuckers you ever see. Y'all got everything around you, everything you want and good and looking good, but everything doomed. Oh, the government shitting. I mean, nigga, shut up. Like, y'all got all motherfucking everything full. You talking shit was fucked up with y'all shit during Trump time. Y'all don't remember that. But then now you're spoiled because your shit back. Because Biden got all the shit back that you lost from when Trump was in there. It's back now. And now you're spoiled and talking shit on, well, I had a whole bunch. I heard, motherfucker, I had way more money when Trump was in office. Really?
Mm.
Okay. I remember motherfuckers going to the thing to pay rent from the state. That's what I remember as a landlord.
What was it? STLR?
SAFHR. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
SAFHR.
I had a landlord who tried to get me to defraud the government. I said, man, me and you both know I don't need no help paying rent. That's for the people who need help. I ain't taking advantage of that, bro. They'll do 3 months.
Yep.
Make them do it for somebody who
need it. And it did run out because some people didn't get it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
He tried to make me do it. He talked to me, man, for months. And I'm like, nah, man, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Here's your money orders. Come on, man.
You getting the money either way.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? So but I get why they saying it, but people like when I was working, motherfucker was faking like they had COVID to get or they was, you know what I'm saying, or motherfuckers taking 6-7 months off when they whatever, you know, to each his own.
Mm-hmm.
I just worked like it was regular work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to work like I'm not searching to do no extra shit. Would I do it next time it happened? If I have to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because my thing was, I wasn't thinking at that moment. But to be honest with you, if I was thinking, I could have used like faked some shit because I did get sick one time, but we from a different generation where we try to fight the sickness. We don't just get to I'm sick and low. Yeah, these like I motherfucking be up on the cover trying to sweat shit out and taking hottie toddies and shit the whole time and be sick as a motherfucker though. And I was sick, but I didn't use that as a COVID. If I had it, I wouldn't want nobody to know. I'd be in my shit, motherfucking just covered up. But I didn't use that. But if I would have, I would did more with it than I believe other people had did with it. You know what I'm saying?
Squandered it, man.
Yeah, like a lot of that fraud shit.
PPP loans, they was frauding.
And that's what a lot of people were talking about. Like I know people who got their shit and they are right back where they started. Because
not worse.
Yeah, because getting money don't make it better. You got to get smarter with money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You can't, just because you get a lot of money, if you still spend it like you don't know what you doing with it, you're going to go right back to where you was at.
True.
Been there, did it, seen it, all that. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to utilize that type of money, think about it. Like, act like you still broke and then say that shit. You know what I'm saying? For the next situation. Because if my thing is, either way it go, if Harris win, you're going to win economic-wise. If you already got a business and you getting consumers, you're going to win because they finna give you these tax breaks. If you a person if you not a business, you're going to win by getting you some property. Hopefully these loans and all this interest go down. Refinance your crib because the motherfucking interest rate's about to go down. So that's how you going to get ahead in the if it's her. If it's Trump, be ready for some type of crisis to happen, and it's going to be a repeat of some COVID shit again. Somehow,
There's going to be some losses.
It's going to be some shit like that, and you can come up off that too. As long as they don't take your rights and shit, that's what you got to watch out for Trump. Him taking rights away and all that shit. If he wasn't on that, you know what I'm saying, it wouldn't be too bad. Because you can prosper if you know of some bullshit about to come. If you know it, you know where you can aim at. You know where you know if it's gonna be like the COVID when they did that. That was smart for some people. If you really was sick, if you use that and then build up your business while you doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? That would have been a smart move. The PPP loan, use that shit for your business. Use it for real, for real. Don't go buy a car, dumbass.
Vacations and
No, do
BBLs.
something that's supposed to, that you can, because if you get your business started, you can put that on your taxes and get money off of that. That's like a dependent. That's something that happened during Barack shit. This business that I got is a dependent. If you counting everything that you spend in and all that shit, that's a dependent. You don't need, that's why I told my daughter, I said, get you an LLC and then keep tractions of all the money you spend. That's a dependent. You get money off that.
Turn them receipts in.
And if you spend enough of it, if you spend enough, or you get, I just give you a crack, man. I'm gonna give y'all some free game. Just for certain type of people too. If you got a business and your loss, let's say whatever your loss is, if it's under 15 grand, you're gonna get a tax cut. That's law. So that's right there. If you spending if your losses is 15 grand, you're gonna get that as a tax cut. You understand what that means? That's your dependent.
Yeah.
You don't know that until you do that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And then you look at it, because if you already spending that, if you truthful about what you own, you already spending that, you can count on that coming back on your taxes. And it's worth it for me. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Your LLC is your dependent. Get what I'm saying?
Free game.
Free game. And that, I don't know, that's the shit that hurts. And this is the things that you trip off of when you voting. Policies. When you try to figure out how you gonna make your next move next year or the 4 years and blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? That COVID shit knocked a lot of people retirement down. That's real. Stock markets, y'all know it went down. You people who got shit in the 4K, that affects
it took a
you.
nice little chunk. Oh, yeah.
News to y'all, Biden got that back. Of course you gonna, he had to get it back. So that means you lost it and somebody had to get you back to that. Biden did that. Thank him.
Show some love.
Man. Thank that man. Man.
Thank him with your vote.
Thank him with the vote, man. So I'm going to leave it at that, man. I think that was a good time to stop, man. We appreciate the love. We had Saint Floyd in the audience with us today.
Floyd in the building.
Yes, sir. But, man, I'm glad y'all tuned in, man. We finna get up out of here. Shout out to Rayleigh down the truth. She was on that bitch.
Shout out to Rayleigh.
Hey, we out, man.
VGN.
All day.
Council, philosophy.
All day,
Let's
every
go.
day. Hold on. Let me see who we gonna put on.
This is a King Green None of That production.
Yeah, I'm just telling you how I feel. And when you say you want me, baby boy, come fuck with me. And when you say you need me, come let's do some cuddling. I need you in my life or I don't want nothing. Your hands all on my body, I'm hoping I don't scream. I know you've been through some real shit. I told you once before, baby, there's a difference. I belong to you, man, I'm hoping you don't switch. I belong to you, boy, you told me this is it. It's the little things I do like when I lick my lips. The look in your eyes, yeah, I know you feel like shit. Tell me when you need me, cause you know I'm loving it. Right. Can't tell me when you want it, cause you know she gon' drip. Whisper in my ear, then finish with a lip. I might grab up on you, shit, I might bite your lip. And start little fights just so I could get some dick. And never hide my feelings, you can handle this. And when you say you want me, baby boy, come fuck with me. And when you say you need me, come let's do some cuddling. I need you in my life or I don't want nothing. Your hands all on my body, I'm hoping I don't scream. I know you've been through some real shit. I told you once before, baby, there's a difference. I belong to you, man, I'm hoping hoping you don't switch. I belong to you, boy, you told me this is it. Tell me about your past, boy, tell me about your pain. Tell me about your last bitch, what she playing games. I don't need no names, but I wanna hear your stories. You ain't gotta rush, cause I be here in the morning. I like that little thing that you do with your tongue. I like the way you look at me right after we done. I could talk about your sex all day and night. You told me be careful with your heart, alright. I got you. I'm just telling you how I feel. You touching me in places that I never felt before. Got my legs open, got me begging you for more. I wanna be nasty, I wanna lick you clean. Can we make a movie we could fuck in every scene? I got some new tricks I was hoping I could show you. Not about the sex, sometimes I wanna hold you and have little talks, cause I know what make us closer. And never let you stress, take some weight up off your shoulder. And when you say you want me, baby boy, come fuck with me. And when you say you need me, come let's do some cuddling. I need you in my life or I don't want nothing. Your hands all on my body, I'm hoping I don't scream. I know you've been through some real shit. I told you once before, baby, there's a difference. I belong to you, man, I'm hoping you don't switch. I belong to you, boy, you told me this is it.